So I started this channel as a video diary, and I think it's cool. You can make videos, store them for free. I decided to do one on my experience for 15 years in Alcoholics Anonymous that I thought I'd send to a couple buddies and would get some hits, and it's up to, I don't even know what it's at now, 10, 15,000 or whatever, but there was so much craziness in the comments, and I don't know what's bots and what's not. I'm not gonna read any comments anymore because I guess it can be up to 80% bots, but there's definitely real people in there that video affected. And I wanna say, first of all, if something hit you in that video that made you in your stomach and then you feel the tingles and you feel the rage, like look at that, because you felt truth. And it's just my experience, but I'm telling you, there's also truth in there about Alcoholics Anonymous and what it can do to the human psyche. I don't believe it's good. But if you're in Alcoholics Anonymous, I want to be very crystal clear, and you're there and you're not drinking and you're sober and you got a community and you're helping people and you're happy and you're paying your taxes and you're showing up for your family and you got a job and you're paying your bills, stay. Like, are you kidding? How's that even a stay? Okay, that's fantastic. All I'm saying, for me, it got to a place where I couldn't beat myself up enough to be scared and have God keep me sober. I was powerless over my thoughts, powerless over my all my actions, anything I thought of without running by 5 other, you know what? There's a whole video for that. I'm not even gonna do that. Not even gonna do that. I have trauma from that program and I don't care. I don't need counseling for it. I don't need this. I just made a video to talk about it. That's it. But I really wanna be clear. Do not leave AA if it's working. If you're drinking and you can't stop, no matter what you try, go try AA. It beats drinking and drugging. Yes, it does. Second thing, after I left, weed in particular, and occasionally mushrooms, for a few years, multiple years, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, were a big part of my spiritual toolkit to keep me calm and leveled, and they put me in a different perspective to kind of do my own 4 through 9 steps and evaluate my behavior and stuff. And since I recorded that video, it's kind of funny, but I think I outgrew them. Like, I'm still a strong proponent, but I don't do them anymore. It's 6, 7 months, whatever it's been, and it wasn't some white light moment. I need to get sober. I just kind of lost interest, and then I stopped liking how it feel, and I was like, okay, I guess it served its purpose, and that's it. So that's kind of awkward because I'm a proponent, but I don't use them, so I want to address that. But anyways, this video isn't about me. There's people in the comments that that video affected, and I really want to make sure, if you're in Alcoholics Anonymous and you watch that video of me talking smack about it and it gives you a little bit of F you, F this, F that, be very, very, very careful, okay? I worked those steps as hard as I could for years, over a decade, a long, long, long time. I was positive that I had done everything that program had to offer, and I was still full of fear. I was still miserable. I still felt like I was gonna drink at any time. If that's not you, you do not leave. So I see in comments people using my video as a way to justify not going or leaving, and that is extremely dangerous, because at the end of the day, addiction and that, like getting addicted to something, I don't believe alcoholism's real. There are no genes that identify as addiction. We can get addicted to things. There's a whole nother video for that, never mind. But don't let that video be something that determines what you do or don't do with your sobriety. And also, like I said, if you're feeling a gut punch from that, you felt some truth in there. You should probably take a look at that. So I just want you to know, I love all you guys. This wasn't made to be combative. This wasn't made to get views. This was just made to share my experience and send a warning. There are definitely dangers in Alcoholics Anonymous. No question. There's no question. Even the people that are there long term. And also, dude, like, think about this. Some of you guys are coming in, I'm 20, 30 years sober, and sending like really hurtful, negative comments. I don't give a shit. I just did AA 15 years. I can eat any but what does that say about AA? Like, what do you think someone who's checking out AA sees somebody like, that's what use your head. If you're commenting, repping AA, and you're saying something shitty, think about that. Does that attract people? Do you look happy, joyous, and free? Does it sound like that's something that people want to have? Like, damn, I'm still freaking angry at 20 years. So it doesn't affect me. You can send it all. But Yeah, another thing is like people saying, well, you weren't an alcoholic or an addict if you can smoke weed and eat the occasional mushroom, as you said. I don't have it in me to justify that. I can tell you the definition, the book's definition of what that is fit me to a T, including failing every bedevilment. When you go through the bedevilment test, I was of a hopeless state of body and mind. Nothing could stop me. I spent years wanting to stop and couldn't. Overdosed multiple times. One of the times died on opiates. Was drinking a half gallon a day. Kicked opiates the worst way, 20, 30 times. Shook my ass off getting off booze multiple times. Multiple rehabs, mental institutions, living in a crack house at the end. I am qualified to have that seat in Alcoholics Anonymous, and I worked that program so long and so hard, I am qualified to have my own opinion about it. So that's another thing. People saying, your opinion's killing people. No, it's not. Words are not killing people. I'm sorry. If that person wants to go use because of what I said, it was going to be the next person that said something, or the next person in a meeting that pissed them off. It's not me. So like, don't put that on me, okay? If you're in AA, you know how that works. Here's the truth. Like I said in the other video, people quit when they're done. Period. AA has a very low success rate for people coming out of the street and trying to get sober. It has the same as people that do it without Alcoholics Anonymous. People quit when they're done. When the consequences and the pain outweigh the pleasure of drinking and using, they're gonna stop. What is a reality is people dying. I lost 40, 50 people over 10, 15 years that I knew, hugged, like talked to. The message I want to get across from this video, don't let what I said determine how you feel about Alcoholics Anonymous. But if you're relating to what I said and you know you've tried everything and you've worked a million 4 through 9s to get relief and you're meditating all the time and you're talking to sponsor before you, everything you do, and you're still miserable and you've been there more than 18 months, like add in another tool. Don't leave. I mean, but seek out, because it's not going to make it. You're not. The 5-year menopause is not a magic number. It's because it stops working after 2 years unless you add something in. It's spiritual kindergarten, all right? You got to graduate from kindergarten. You do. You don't have to leave, but add something in. So I want you guys to know I love you. And if you're struggling out there with addiction and drinking still and all that, it's fucking horrible. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's going to take for you to get clean, but just know people die all the time thinking that they're not going to be the ones that die. That's really, really serious. And so here's another thing. It never perfectly aligns to get sober. Like to get that day one, it never feels like this is the day for day one. It doesn't. It doesn't. But when it kind of feels like it, when you're like, gosh, the pieces are kind of in play, you absolutely can exercise willpower to get some sober time. You really can. But that might not look like just white knuckling that they say, but put yourself in a position to not drink. Hey, find someone who'll hang out with you all day. Go to a meeting, eat first, eat sugar during the meeting, eat after, hang out with the dude till 9, get a bunch of cigarettes, like whatever you gotta do, get that day one. Don't just sit there and wait for some magic obsession, wait for the desire to go away to drink. It's not going to. Like, I'm sorry. I've seen that happen to people where there's this white light experience and they don't have a desire anymore. That wasn't my story. My story was like, shit, this is kind of it. Like I found a meeting, a guy, and you just go for it. So, dude, if that video caused you discomfort, I'm sorry. That's just my experience, and I have every right to express my experience. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for, I guess, watching. I don't know what I wanted to say about that, but I guess that's it. I'll stop.